Hello everyone. Sarah here. Thank you so much for joining me for a Kendra Card Challenge Super Sponsor Hop. And today we are featuring Crafted Kimmy stamps. I absolutely love Crafted Kimmy stamps. They are a Canadian company, which makes me very happy to have another great company on our side. And they create wonderful stamps. And the one I'm going to be using, you may have seen in the beginning of the month of March, and they are these adorable robots. These products were given to me to play with, and this includes the stencil as well. And so this time around, I decided to create a rainbow effect using this stencil, and I'm just using some Distress Oxides and not worrying about having orange and green on hand because I'm just going to let the inks blend together and create the green and orange by itself. And all you have to do is just, when you're working with the yellow, create a big huge section and then you slowly go over. You can see that I kind of wiped it off a bit before I put my yellow back down because that will wreck your ink. Well, it may not wreck it, but it definitely will transfer that color over. And so now that I've trimmed that down, I'm finished. What I want to do is mute it a bit with the exact same colors that I had just gone over the stencil, but I am using the lightest of hands. So I put a little scrap piece of paper there because some of these ink pads are quite juicy, if that's the correct terminology. It puts a lot of ink, and so I just dab it on that paper, making sure that I don't have much ink at all, and I'm going very, very lightly. I just want that white to not be so stark. I want it to have the same effect as what I did with the stencil, but just lighter. I was doing very well until I got to the purple. That purple, my goodness, I never used it. It is wet. So when I go to use the purple, which is coming shortly, it wrecks it right away. But you know what? You keep moving. See right there. See how you can't remove that even with the oxides because I don't want to go dark. I can't get that out. But it's not a problem. We keep moving forward. We do not stop because the nice thing about crafting is we have many ways of hiding imperfections. We have embellishments. We have ephemera, we have our stamped images, which I'm doing right now. These are the Crafted Kimmy stamps. These are the same colors they did with the previous card. I just love how these look. I love the pink and bluish gray effect. And we have many other ways, to hide imperfections. So don't let that ever stop you. Just keep moving forward and find ways. So I have trimmed this down following the sketch. So this is sketch number 1. You'll see it there in the top right hand corner there. And I've trimmed it down, and that's my whole background. So off camera, what I've done is I've taken that white square and I've taken the stencil and I've dry embossed, or not dry embossed, I ran it through my die cutting machine just to imprint it. Almost the same as if you had an embossing folder, but you're using the stencil instead. And what I'm going to do is kind of line that up so it matches as best that I can. The light in here is terrible. My eyes are not that good on white. And so I do my best just to line it up with the background. And now I'm going to start adding my gold cardstock following the sketch exactly, well, as best as exactly as I can. My diamond may not be perfectly in position as the sketch, but I am doing my best. Because I'm using specialty cardstock that I don't have much of, I do not want to waste it, so I decided I would just add it back to the layer. And what it's doing is just creating a nice little layered effect. You can't really see it unless you're holding it, but it just has this nice little fun effect where there's strips, but now there's another layer of strips, but they're with a diagonal cut on it. And I think that's kind of fun. Also, now I don't have to throw my scraps away and feel bad. So once again, not to waste my scraps, I am going to cut the center out of this. If you can name the die that I used to cut that center out, I will give you 10 bonus points. The bonus points mean absolutely nothing, but you get them. So write in the comments down below if you think you know what that is. But I did that so I would not waste this cardstock and I can use it for another card. I will always do that for very rare pattern or specialty papers, something that I don't have a lot of. If I don't do that, it's most likely I have enough of it that I don't need to worry. So then, because I did cut it out, I just put some scrap paper in so that the center of this panel doesn't sag and no one is any the wiser. And now to get my sentiment on here, it says gears up, it's your day. I heat set this off camera using some black cardstock and white embossing powder, and I'm just going to prop that up with some foam squares. These are from scrapbook.com. If you ever shop scrapbook.com, wait for them to go on sale. They always have their product line on sale here and there. That's the time to get it. Just unless you are absolutely in need of foam squares, I would wait. And they're pretty good. They do the job. And I'm just going to prop that up just to give some dimension. I don't want it to be too flat on the card. There's just too much flatness on this card already, so many layers. So I want to prop some stuff up. The same with this cute little robot holding the flower. I'm going to prop up that flower using the same foam square, and that will make it so that it gives a subtle height to that of the sentiment. And now I'm just going to put my other little robot here. Looks like she's balancing on the sentiment, but it also looks like she's kicking the soccer ball or the gear. I kind of think of it as it's their game of soccer, but I thought that was kind of fun. It wasn't what I meant. I had colored everything and I was going to see how it fit on the design, but I thought that was kind of cute how it looks like she's kicking it. And then I had these embellishments that I'm going to put on the card that kind of match as best as I can the background colors. So I have the pinks on the top, 2 yellows, and then a green there in the bottom. And then I'm just going to glue that down with some crafty tacky glue, and that's it. This is my card for today, and I really hope you enjoyed this. Do not forget that this is a part of a hop, so you can have a chance of winning a prize by Kendra. Just fill out the form that's in the description box below. And I will put all the other details in the description box below so that you can find these products that I have used. So I do hope you enjoyed this cheerful, bright card. And until the next time, have a wonderful, beautiful day. And I'll talk to you later. Take care.